All right, let's go ahead and get started on our Notebook Quiz 1. I'm going to be reading you the questions as well as the answer options for each question on this quiz. What was our warm-up about on August 21st? You can find this answer on page 1. What 3 Native American tribes lived in South Carolina? You can find this answer on page 4. Were they the Cherokee, Blackhawk, and Waccamaw, the Catawba, Yamasee, and Cherokee, the Yamasee, Waccamaw, and Cree, or the Piedmont, Cherokee, and Yamasee? Which region of South Carolina is Conway, South Carolina in? You can find this answer on page 4. Is it the Sandhills, the Intercoastal Plain, the Blue Ridge, or the Coastal Zone? Which Native American tribe was ruled by 2 different leaders? You can find this answer on page 5. Was it the Yamasee, the Catawba, or the Cherokee? Give me the definition of natural resources as it appears on page 6. What are the types of colonies? Choose all that apply. You can find the answer to this question on page 8. Northern, Southern, Western, Southeastern, New England, England, or Middle? Which of the following is not on the chart on page 9? Reason for settlement, types of natural resources, economy, style of government, or origin of settlers? What made South Carolina a distinctly Southern colony? You can find this answer on page 8. North Carolina is bordered by which colonies? Choose all that apply. You can find this answer on page 9. New York, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, or Massachusetts? What is one thing you remember about the settlement of Jamestown? You can find this answer on page 7. We're now on the writing section of your quiz. This section is worth 25 points, so make sure we're paying attention to our prompt. In complete sentences, respond to the short answer prompt below. Your response needs to answer the question completely in order to get full credit. Look at the 2 examples I've given you to model off of. You may reference your notebook, readings, videos we've watched, Edpuzzles, and class discussions for your evidence. So let's take a look at example 1. Notice first and foremost that this is not a long response. I'm not asking for a long-winded response. How did the Eastern Woodland natives utilize natural resources to adapt and survive? The Eastern Woodland natives lived in the forest and used the resources that surrounded them in order to survive. According to the 811 readings, they used rivers for transportation and fish to feed their tribes. They used rocks, wood, and animal pelts to create tools for hunting and farming and to make clothing. Tree trunks were used to build canoes. Housing was made from natural resources available in the area, such as tree bark and animal hides. The men used sharp points carved from rocks and animal bones for hunting, as well as bows and arrows, because they had not yet discovered iron. This illustrates that the Eastern Woodland natives used what they found in the forest to survive. In addition, the video showed the natives peeling birch bark from birch trees, and they used this as a cover for their shelters, and also used the material to make baskets. Finally, we talked in class about the natives not owning the land. They only took from the land the resources that they needed to survive. The Eastern Woodland natives survived for hundreds of years in this area. They used the resources they found and modified these resources to fit their needs. Your prompt: which colony would you have liked to live in if you lived during the time of colonization? Explain why you'd like to live there, justifying your choice with at least 3 reasons that you found in your notebook, readings, class discussions, videos, etc. Remember, this doesn't need to be a long-winded response. I just need you to answer the question completely using 3 reasons. When you're finished, hit submit.